What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. I was on this story that brother was telling me about, and I actually have forgot it. But the brother Red Supreme TV1, go check him out. He has a really good live stream daily. He had a story about Chrystul Kizer. Now, for some of you that have heard about this story, it happened in 2018 in Kenosha, Wisconsin, which is the same place, that we have seen what's been going on in the country, with, much of the uproar about, the Kyle Rittenhouse verdict. But in that same city, you had an African-American young lady who was arrested at age 17 for the murder of Randall Phillip Volar. He is a white man who, after she killed him and set his house on fire, she said that he was her pimp. Okay. And not only did that happen, but he had a history of doing this. Okay. He had a history of attacking young black women, giving young black women drugs and threatening to kill her. He has been charged with, child enticement and computer to facilitate a sex crime and all of these things. But he was released on, usually the same day with no bail and all of these things. He's pretty much getting away with murder, and he was abusing multiple underage black women. All right. And the fact that this lady young lady came from a home where she didn't have money for school, she didn't have money for books. She was introduced to, one of these back page websites and things like that. And that's how the trafficking started. And the story is right now is that if Kyle Rittenhouse can call self-defense for something that's premeditated, what about Chrystul Kizer? She should be exonerated because she was defending herself. I have every reason to believe that she's right. And I'm not using this as he's white and she's black. And I'm looking at this is a minor. Okay? I'm looking at this as a minor. And I believe that from what she's saying, this is the truth. Now, should she have joined Backpage? No. But I'll get to that in a minute. But I believe that she did what she did to get out of a bad situation. I have every reason to believe that to be the case based on his previous criminal history. Here's the problem, though. The elephant in the room is not that the fact that he should go to jail for the rest of his life or he's already dead, but that this shouldn't have been happening. The other question is, where was her parents? Okay? That's the other thing. Where's her parents? Okay? And I want to talk about this because many people have been upset with me and my positions on this. Many guys don't like me talking about this, but I'm going to say it. Black men are important in the lives of not only their sons, but in their daughters. Okay? And what happens is that if you do not have the man there to facilitate leadership over his home, his women, they don't have any protection from predators. Okay? This happens, and I've seen this so many times. Not seen it, but I've heard about these stories where, the mom has a boyfriend and this kind of things happen. You hear about it. The young lady gets caught up in things because there's no father there. The young lady's life is almost over by the time she's 20. And then, but at the same time, we're saying that we can do all these things by ourselves in relationships. Let me say this. I'm not against marriage. I'm against the things that are unfair to men inside of marriage. But I'd rather live in communities where both parents are there instead of communities where parents are not. Where was this child's parents at? And it makes me feel bad because shit, in 2018, it's like this little girl in South Africa that killed herself because she was slapped. And the first thing I thought about, I wish I could have adopted her, so she would still be alive. Where are the parents? I would say the same thing for a young man. Where are the parents? And so many young black people, not just women, go through this. Parents are not there. Okay? Parents don't give a shit about their kids. Grandparents too old. They don't have money. They don't have the facilities to do things they do. And then this thing happens. Well, what do we expect, family? And these are the same people talking about, women are the future and everything. And women are, well, yeah, women can't be the future if they're not protected. If you think that women are going to be the future in the black community, if they're coming up from a lot of these broken homes, and many sisters said that they have had some sort of abuse and all this, how can those kind of women be mothers? How can those women function in society without anxiety and depression when they don't have stability? You have to give women stability, man. That's just how it is. You have to give women homes with stability. And I'm not against that. I'm for that. I don't care if the guys don't like it. It's the truth. Our young people in Black America deserve stability, man. I mean, look at what's going on in these cities right now. Memphis and Philadelphia. I have to name all the time. It's ridiculous. And I'm sorry, man. My heart goes out to my thing. I don't think the young girl's at fault. She was a minor. The guy has the history of doing it. Whether she went too far with how she did it is left to be seen. But who are the parents that failed her? That's what I'm dealing with. And it comes to the point where people can have children, not be married. Okay? People can have children, nobody cares. People can have children, no direction, it's totally fine. And now you're hearing people compare Kyle Rittenhouse towards this young lady, and why is he got justice for premeditated murdering two white folks, and this young lady is still fighting for her life in the same city? Well, we already know why that is. There are two different circumstances to that, sure. But the reality is that you have a white intact family against a black young woman who the society don't think ain't got nothing to offer. And I hope she gets off. But it would not deter from the initial marriage and the initial message that these parents are not there for these young people. Why was she on Backpage looking for school books? Why was she on there looking for school books and transportation fees? Why wasn't their parents there to do it? So did you think that somebody else was going to treat your child better than what you don't? That's ridiculous. And again, here come more parent failures in the black community. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. Check out the first parent comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at all-time high. I'm out.